because everybody loves that Batman and that Joker, and I think they are. It's almost as bad to me as Twilight. Ooh, and that's going to get into another.
Excuse me.
See, Twilight's
How
very
dare
good.
you defame Twilight in my presence?
Marvel versus DC. And dun dun dun! You know, you got to give it some little drum. There, drum roll, something, anything. Oh, there we go. We got a drum roll. All right, so we're going to kick off. And again, this is our idea of inclusivity because I actually kind of down DC a little bit. And it's not that I don't love DC. It's that I think a lot of us are aware that there are problems with management sometimes. And DC has had a hard time keeping up with both its films and its TV and such like that. So I'm going to kick it off with just our opinions on what we like better at first, Marvel or DC. And this topic can go anywhere. So I'm going to start off with Andrew.
Okay.
All right. What do you feel, right, wrong? Spill your guts.
Well, Marvel has objectively better movies, in my opinion.
Here, here.
But I do think DC has better comics.
Because, I mean, there are comics that have crossed over. There are things that were different properties. I believe Shazam, you could correct me on this, was once owned by DC. Mm-hmm. They got rid of it because Shazam was too close to Superman. And in fact, they actually found out that the popularity was overshadowing Superman. Fact check me on that one. And so they sold it. I believe it went to an independent. Now is it owned by Marvel? Is Shazam Marvel?
Shazam? No, Shazam's still DC.
Yeah.
Is Shazam still DC?
Yeah,
Did it come back?
DC.
I mean, the movies at least are part of the DC universe.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Shazam's
I don't know
in
about the
DC
comics.
because Shazam has been multiple points been part of the Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
but
I don't like with the DC comics. Like I'll be honest, I'm not a huge Superman fan.
It's hard.
He's kind of like Wonder Bread of all of the superheroes, so I don't really like him that much. I think he's cool, but I just think he's like, I don't know, he's like a Mary Sue kind of character.
He's the Gary Stu. Yes.
Yeah, Gary Stu.
Gary Stu of Superman.
So I don't really like Superman that much, but I do like, obviously everybody likes Batman, but I do like...
Not everybody.
That's true. That's true. But I do, I like Green Arrow, Shazam. I do like Wonder Woman quite a bit. But
in fact, to caveat on that, I think the Wonder Woman movie, modern times right now, has been one of the better movies. And I grew up with the TV show. The TV show Wonder Woman with Linda Carter. No, Jasmine wants to chip in. I watched the first Wonder Woman movie. I thought it was pretty good. I like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. The second Wonder Woman movie. Now that
I don't like that one.
Yeah,
the 1984 one.
Let's hear from Jasmine.
Yeah, what's your gripes on it? Yeah.
No, I did not like either of them. I don't even think I finished the second one.
Wow.
Yeah. Second one's rough.
Yeah, I
It didn't make
tried
sense.
to give it a go, and
Yeah.
I could not.
Yeah.
But the first one, I felt zero connection.
Really?
Or it felt so flat.
Do you think that's because of the the actress who played her, or do you think it's because of the writing?
Okay, yeah. Do you
like the way the shots?
Right.
are
Do
put
you like
together
Gal Gadot as
and
Wonder
the story of it?
I mean, I think Gal Gadot had potential as Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
But the writing just really did not give her a lot to work with. And yeah, I think the set production and cinematography didn't really aid in it either. Mm-hmm. It overall just was a very flat, not even really that entertaining film to me.
Wow.
And don't even get me started on the third act, because oh my god, I think I have rarely seen a third act that is just so broken and
why?
Yeah. Why?
Well,
I think we might get some hate mail on that, but and some agreement too. I mean, it is tough, and I think that's something that DC has struggled with. Again, and I do think actually that the first Wonder Woman movie did step up a little bit. I do think there are some problems. You liked it. Okay, let's hear. You liked it.
All right.
The first Wonder Woman movie was actually really good. Objectively, it was a properly made film. They put everything in the places they need to be. You know, they didn't.
They
do
made a movie.
They made a movie.
Look, that is to say,
You heard it here first.
it was good. That is
what
to
you
say,
said?
they didn't do that thing that movies are known for, where they jump cut back over and over and over for absolutely
You mean like
no
to previous
reason.
events?
Yes,
Like
to
that
things
kind of
where
thing?
you think you're now in the present part of the movie, but they're still actually in a flashback.
Yeah.
No, the movie actually told us a story
Yeah.
and let us be a
That
part
is
of
their
it.
next movie. Not the Flash. It'll be the Flashback.
Yeah.
Drum roll.
But see,
Like, they let it
counterpoint-
actually play out, you know?
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
make it super theatrical, the events they happened. Sure, some of them are flashy, but they kept going. It just
Yeah.
kept hitting one after the other. But the second movie, you just kind of,
Yeah.
I gotta do this thing.
It's like they went
Cause-
right back to everything that has killed almost every DC production. And people are complaining about some Marvel productions, but Marvel is, and Disney / they're fearless. I mean, whether you like it or not, whether you're getting into anything like that, they keep putting out sometimes crap, but then they put out the crap as kind of a manure,
Well,
and it fertilizes that, and
That's
they get
true.
Some, yeah,
Okay,
and they
so-
get something. They
Yeah.
grow
So
from that.
think about this real quick. During the pandemic, basically Marvel by themselves held up the
box
superhero
office?
industry.
Indeed,
The
yes.
box office
Yeah.
entirely, the superhero industry by itself.
Dominated.
Because they had to put out so much content between 2020 and 2021 that it basically flooded the market. And tell me something you watched in 2021 that wasn't Marvel related.
Yeah.
That was new. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a
and
good
like I said,
point.
now you're
Yeah.
crossing Marvel / Disney / like almost owning every storyline. So I mean, I like DC. Again, if you go back all the way to the comics, there are some characters that there was a war when I was a kid. You could tell, like DC and Marvel kind of played off each other. There was characters that were very similar, and some of them worked, and then the other ones didn't. And you went back and forth with this, and you're like, wow, this is like a clone. And then suddenly we got clones.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you got
Well,
look,
now that
Hawkeye
you
and
have-
Green Arrow, man. They're the same character. They're
Yeah,
the
exactly.
exact same
Yeah.
character.
But then
okay,
you have
can anybody? I will give you bonus points if anybody can name DC's Captain America.
I know this.
I don't think
know
I
this.
can.
Oh, crap. What is his name?
They did do this. It just
did do it
failed.
too.
Okay, and it's
Was
funny.
I know it. I knew that. Forget it.
I know there is one, but I
No.
can't
Yeah,
think of
it
it.
was.
I can like see his.
You
see
can
his
fill us in if you
costume.
think you know the answer to this. You'll get a Cupid doll.
But see,
Nobody knows what that is.
the counterpoint to like DC making bad movies and then Marvel like dominating with movies. Marvel, the studio, makes good movies, but they don't handle all of their characters well
No.
because you
Oh,
have
hell
Morbius,
no.
which is awful.
Oh,
It's Morbius.
no. Oh, now we're going down. I think Morbius is not bad.
That's a fair opinion. That's a fair opinion.
You are allowed to have that.
You're allowed to have that
This
opinion.
is
What?
exercise
Okay.
the First Amendment.
Look, Morbius is one of those movies where I went into it hearing everybody thought it was awful.
Yeah.
And so I went in there with that, this is going to be awful.
Yeah.
And maybe that helped make it not
That
so awful.
might have helped. That might have helped because
What? If you watch it again, you might...
I think I'll still think it's bad. I have a feeling I'm gonna still
All right,
think it's bad.
okay. So Morbius itself was a meme. What about, let's say,
Venom.
Venom's
Venom's awful.
The first Venom.
Venom's
But see,
awful.
I think Venom is not that bad, but it's not as
But a
good
lot of
as,
people- yeah.
it's not as good as like Marvel Studios.
A
Yeah,
lot of
it's
people
not
love
a great
Venom
movie, but it was
as
good.
the character.
It was good.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing.
And
is
they
like,
will love it no matter what.
Exactly. Like Venom
For
as a
being
character
outright,
is so low
it was
that
an okay
it
movie,
takes
no?
them ahead.
Yeah.
You know?
It wasn't bad as a movie. It worked. We can say that, yeah. It worked well enough.
I will admit I have not made it through a Venom movie.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not really teed up the best way.
No,
you
no,
know?
it is not.
Also, I think a part of the problem is when you have a movie that's about like an anti-hero kind of character. Like Venom isn't supposed to be a good character.
No, he was actually a villain, pretty much.
No,
He is
that's
a
what you're
villain.
saying. Look. It was
But-
no Deadpool.
But yeah,
For sure.
that's my point. That's
It
actually
was no
perfectly what I'm trying to describe. Is you're teeing up a character that's bad, kind of like Morbius. It's a bad character, but when
Yeah.
you make a movie, a lot of the time you have to turn the script so it makes them seem like they're a good character.
Which I
And
think
that
Marvel
doesn't
has
work.
done well.
And it would
Sometimes.
like Venom would work better if he was just shameless and bad. the whole movie.
Which
no,
you
okay,
saw
so
the split in
doing bad
Marvel.
things.
So
all
the
the
reason
time.
they won't do that like that is because if they can successfully get through the Venom like first couple of movies, they can go in through the Null storyline, and that is an amazing story. I would love to see it get put into film. You know,
Yeah.
he gets to become a hero, becomes the symbiote god. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you follow the comics too, Marvel had kind of that. They had that split. They're like, we really like Venom, but we like him so much. Do we want to keep him as a villain? Can we redeem him? And they made Carnage,
Yeah,
Who is just-
Carnage is a lunatic.
which is a psychopath for the
Yeah.
sake of being a psychopath.
He was a serial
psychopath.
killer.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
literally
you know.
a serial
Yeah,
killer.
Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then by comparison, just simply by comparison, you have that Venom is slightly not as bad.
But see, this is kind of where I'm coming from. Is like if we're talking just strictly the characters, sometimes it is the studio that makes these movies because, like I said, like Venom would be better if he was just bad, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you can't really do that because it's a movie, right? But they did it with Joker, you know, and Joker's really good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
by itself,
Which-
it's really, really good, and
which-
he's bad the whole movie.
Jasmine brought the
Killing Joke,
the
yeah.
Killing Joke, which
Is one of the best.
Have you guys seen the animated film?
yes,
I have.
If
yes,
you
I
cut
have.
the first 30 minutes of that movie off, it would be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's say in animation, I think DC has redeemed itself, and in some of these graphic novels.
Yeah, animation, they're killing it.
Yeah, I mean, and you have
Killing it.
my favorite Mark Hamill, who voiced the Joker.
Yeah.
And again, that's another episode. We're gonna get into who voiced it best. I go with Mark Hamill. I met the man. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Great actor. He's getting a resurge in some of his movies. The Guyver. I'm totally going off. Going back to the Killing Joke. I'm split.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great story.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with the Joker being just again a carnage, a psychopath. This is more about Joker just totally becoming purely psychopathic and not being the character, the Joker. And he is more. Now they still. I mean, it's brilliantly written. I mean, it is. Nobody's going to argue that. Maybe they will, but I'm not. But I think that's led to trend to the movies that I don't like in the Batman movies with Joker, is that he's become more of a psychopath rather than a more dimensional character, the Joker, that he
Yeah.
originally was.
Which is why I like the standalone film with Joaquin Phoenix, is because he is humanized a lot more.
Which
you
I'm
know?
going to have to watch.
But I will say
I have not.
The only thing. Okay, then I won't spoil anything about it. But the
Oh,
only
go ahead.
thing.
It's a damn good movie.
It is a
It's
really good
such a
movie.
good movie.
But the only thing that's not an issue of mine, but something that's a major change is, with the comics, they always make it where you don't know what happened to him to make him that way. He either fell in a vat of radioactive material or
Right.
whatever, right? In the film, he's just a person who has a mental illness. That's all.
Right.
He just has a mental illness. He has kind of like a Tourette's style syndrome. That's why he laughs all the time. And then people, the world shitting on him is what makes him the Joker. That's what's so
Hey,
good
you made our
about it.
timeline into there with first swear of the day, ding, 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 ding. I think. I don't know. But I might have to do that because I have an opinion that is not popular.
Which is?
There is Joaquin Phoenix is arguably a great, not arguably, he's a great actor.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
But there was actually an actor I like who passed away playing the Joker. Before that, he did A Knight's Tale, which I thought was excellent.
Are you going to say his
You
name,
can say it.
or are
You
we
can
not
say it.
allowed?
No, you can
In
say
these
it.
hallowed halls,
Well,
we
yeah,
cannot
Just say
speak
the
his name.
Yeah, you can
because
say his name.
because everybody loves that Batman and that Joker, and I think it's almost as bad to me as Twilight. Ooh, and that's going to get into another.
Excuse me.
See?
Twilight's
How
very
dare
good.
you defame Twilight in my presence? No, I know, I did.
I get where you're coming from.
Well, first of all, I have to take the Batman, who is was that Christian Bale? No, yes.
yeah, it was
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie, and I was going to say that's
I don't
Robert
like it.
Pattinson.
I don't.
And he was great.
He was great.
Christian
yeah.
Bale.
Too.
Christian Bale meets all the physical requirements of a Batman with none of the actual ability to be Batman. He has the worst. He has the worst No, most people won't argue this. He has the worst. Yes, he has the worst voice. I'm Batman.
You know what it is? Is that voice is very memeable.
Yeah,
It's a huge.
it's awful. It's awful.
That's why.
And
You just got a scratchy throat, man.
look, it also goes into the fact that I like the Gothic era Batman. The cities for the modern ones, the Gothic theme has been destroyed. It could be New York, it could be Chicago. Nobody cares. It relies more on gimmicks than the old. DC is Detective Comics. That's what it was based on. Batman was based because he was a detective.
He was a detective.
The Joker was a Joker.
Have you seen Robert Pattinson in The Batman?
And I believe we talked about this prior, and you said you haven't yet.
I have not.
Oh,
And let me tell you, the reason he told me he hadn't seen it was because of Twilight.
It is. 100%.
Are you kidding?
Of Edward Cullen.
Yes.
Which is not fair.
I mean,
That's not fair.
So Edward Cullen gets
know?
bored and farts. He decides to go to Gotham and become Batman. What's so wrong with that?
And he sparkles.
He is
It's always night, so he never sparkles.
he is a phenomenal Batman.
I will
He is-
give.
He's
I
a
am
phenomenal Batman.
Look,
Outstanding.
while I am
and the
opin-
Riddler?
Yeah.
Is phenomenal.
Does he riddle though?
He does
Does the
riddle.
riddle?
He does
Okay.
riddle.
Oh, he riddles.
Because
He riddles hard.
The Jim Carrey. he
hard,
He gives it that hard riddle.
Yeah.
You know, Jim Carrey as the Riddler was perfect in form,
So
but doesn't
campy.
but he doesn't do a damn riddle. Not a damn riddle. I think he does. What is it? Fathom me this or fathom me that is who's afraid of the big bad. That's it. That's
Okay.
his riddles.
Okay, guys.
And that movie
I
was
think we
really
got
I
awful.
think we got
way
super off topic.
sidetracked. 'Cause
Okay.
Marvel versus DC.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring up
Go ahead.
another bad guy that they made into a main character. Have any of you seen Harley Quinn, the animated series?
yeah.
I haven't, but I have heard that's really good
Yeah.
too.
It's on my
Actually, a
list.
pretty damn good show.
Animated
Like,
good.
Yeah. And they made her love interest
It's
Poison Ivy, I
TV
believe.
bad.
It's really
No.
good.
Yeah,
Or
it's,
TV movies and bad.
the movies are bad. Okay, so as far as I go with Marvel versus DC, Marvel's got better live action movies. DC's got better animated movies.
I agree with
That's-
that.
yeah, that's fair.
For the most part,
That's fair.
yes. For
Yeah.
the most
Just-
part.
I actually
More or
definitely
less.
agree
That's
with that.
just where I'm at right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Batman stuff it's just too good. It
But you
holds
know
up.
what though? That's kind of unfair that fucking Batman is holding
Hey, you know what?
up
Superman
their
used to
animation
do it.
on a huge pillar and nobody else can do anything. Like none of their
Superman
other
used to be that pillar, okay? He's
Superman.
But you know what?
Superman's time has passed.
Iron Man used to be the
Soups
pillar.
has passed.
And his time has passed too. Iron Man used to hold it up. Have you seen any of the Iron Man animated movies? They're really cool.
Actually,
then-
I haven't.
And then there's the whole Hulk versus series.
Oh, those were really good. Like
God, I
Hulk versus
loved it.
Wolverine.
Oh,
and
yes.
yeah,
I
those
liked-
were really good.
Those were
Planet
really
Hulk.
good.
Planet Hulk
you
is
see?
really
Planet Hulk.
good. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Fun, just fun, and that's kind of what the movie was based off of. Which some people didn't like it. Some people did like it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
and
but-
for a villain, you can't do better. Oh my God, who's the? Oh my God, tall man.
Not the collector.
Yes, no, not the collector. Oh my God,
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. Thank you, Jeff Goldblum. Excellent
I'm
actor.
sorry, you said yeah, no.
Yeah, excellent
I see
actor.
what you're saying.
Under recognized villain in that.
Yeah.
I thought he played it very well. I'd even like to see him come back because they kind of left it that was he going to talk his way out of getting killed?
No, I think he gets beaten down. I'm not sure if he dies though.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, that maybe
He could come back.
He comes back. But we have gotten off. I don't think we've solved anything.
Wait, can I quickly give my
go.
opinion
Go,
before
go.
you end the episode?
I am so sorry, Jasmine. Oh,
Dude.
1,000 pardons, the
So many
lady.
sidebars.
You
but,
go.
Okay, so for me, hands down, Marvel does superheroes best and DC does villains best.
That's,
can never convince
that's
me
fair.
otherwise.
That's
Oh.
fair.
That could,
really, really
That
fair.
could go into a whole other episode. We might have to do.
Yeah,
That's
DC
genuine.
villains
Yeah,
and Marvel
I'll give you
villains.
that. Okay,
Yeah, because
okay.
all of their villains are on point.
Because
Yeah.
like I
All the
can't
time.
name like a Marvel villain. Just
Red
like
Skull.
yeah, they're
Red Skull.
Red Skull
Name another
sucks.
one.
Red
But
Skull
different
sucks.
Doc Ock.
Everybody hates Red Skull because he's a Nazi. Okay.
Honestly, the
Yeah,
best,
right,
the
but
best,
that's what they play on.
The best villain they've had in the entire series of Marvel of the movies is Thanos. That's like the best
Thanos.
villain. But it's only because
Okay.
he doesn't
I-
do evil for evil's sake.
I have
He has a
maintained-
reason
I'm
behind it.
enjoying
Hold it. I've
What,
maintained.
Kang?
I do love
the
Kang.
Conqueror. I like Kang the
Kang
Conqueror.
is awesome.
Kang is interesting.
Kang is pretty
That's
damn
a-
good.
Modok.
Loki?
Could be
Okay, wait a minute.
interesting.
Hold on. Now hold on. You also got to think about people like oh my gosh, Galactus.
Galactus is overpowered. It's just,
Well, that's what makes him fun.
but it is fun.
We're out of time.
We're gonna start wrapping this up, but one of the things I'd like to say, Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom is
an
the GOAT.
excellent
Just straight
villain who has been ruined by a horrible grouping of the
Well, the
movies.
current
The Fantastic
movies.
Fours have just been awful.
Yeah.
And
But in the comics, he's a
but-
great villain. Yeah.
Doom
if you
solo
could-
movie. Let's do
Doom
it.
solo movie. We're gonna finish up. Join us on YouTube. Like us. Follow us. Sit down in the pews and just watch away. Enjoy. Pew pew pew. Yeah. And join us for our next episode, which may be on cosplay, may be on slutty novels. We don't know. We're just making it up as we go along. Thank you. I'm Rich Holmes, and thank you for joining us.